Evening everybody. Sorry I've been a bit quiet on the video front. I've been a bit busy since last I posted anything notable when I was at Ribby Hall for Fit Camp, which was an absolutely great event. So I've just had a bit of something to eat and I'm having a little bit of a stroll now. You've probably seen this woodland before. It's on my doorstep and I like coming down here. It's peaceful, quiet. And as I've just been saying to a friend of mine who I saw just up the road, you know, there's no point sitting in front of the telly watching all the depressing stuff that's going on in the news and what have you. It would absolutely, just absolutely wrecks your mind listening to all that. So I'm just going to get out and basically get some fresh air and see what wildlife's about round here. You know, it's a lovely little walk. There's lots of deers and rabbits and stuff about, so hopefully this will be a bit longer of a video, so catch me soon. I've just had a walk round to the other side of the lake, just having a little sit down and enjoying it here at the moment. It's so peaceful. Just seen a couple of really cute doggos go past. And, you know, yeah, thinking about what I've got coming. Well, end of this month, end of July should I say, I've got another fitness event, Lancashire Fit Festival up at near Darwin. Very, very new event. I'm looking forward to that. You know, trying a few new fitness brands and a couple of old ones. And that's basically about it. It's, you know, work's been keeping me a little bit busy. Like yesterday, I was in all day doing basic life support and defib training, which was quite interesting. We had a couple of good tutors, so it made it less painful on the old brain, if you know what I mean. Sitting in the classroom on a hot day is not the best of things, but yeah. So, just sometimes wonder what everybody's thoughts are about this time of year. You know, do we get out enough? Do we make the most of the countryside around us? Like this little hamlet's, what, a kilometre walk from my front door. No, it's tucked between a main road and a railway line and quite a few houses, but it's just absolutely beautiful. You know, as I say, you know, it's not uncommon to have deer wandering around here. We have badgers and loads of rabbits and stuff, and quite a lot of bird life. And to me, that's probably my best therapy. You know, if you're feeling down, get a bit of this sunlight on you. You know, obviously being respectful of your skin, and just get out in nature. You know, it makes you more relaxed and it makes you more appreciated of things. You know, so I'm going to continue my walk because I like getting my steps in. And I'll probably bring you along later if anything really interesting comes along, or I just think something you might like to see. See you later. I've just dropped on this little lake. Many, many decades ago, there used to be a pond here called the Vic Lodge or the Vic Pit. But it got filled in when all the mining stopped. But about 30 years ago, when they redeveloped the area, got rid of all the coal hills and all the scrap trucks, this flooded up, and it's actually, believe it or not, there's a lot of fish in here. You know, on a clear day you can see a lot of roach and stuff, and you know, there's rumours of one or two bigger fish. You know, I'm actually tempted to come down here and do a fishing video. Like last week I did attempt twice to do a video, but the heat absolutely played havoc with me recording equipment. You know, it was so hot, the battery drain was unreal. So I wasn't really able to get any decent content for you all. But, you know, I promise that's coming soon in the next few weeks. I'm going to do some fishing videos and, you know, see what comes of it. You can just see over there, there's a few nice little ducks just enjoying themselves, and there's nothing better than being out in wildlife, out in the countryside, you know, away from the roads, away from the hurly-burly and rubbish of life. You know, but whatever you want to do, just take your dog out, get outside for a few hours in this glorious weather. You know, put your troubles to one side and just relax. You know, you'll live a lot longer. I'm just coming off the fields now. I'm a few minutes walk before I get back onto the new housing estate. As you can see, it's lovely around here. We're just going to be coming up on some horse riding stables soon. And you can see over here, it's just absolutely beautiful. Quiet countryside. You know, I've not had a massive walk tonight, but I'm actually enjoying it. You know, I've seen quite a few nice doggos. You know, you can't beat a good, friendly, cute dog, can you? You know, for raising your morale and raising your mental health. Oh, and it is warm tonight. It's gone very, very heavy. But that's British summertime for you. Bit like Mr. Miyagi, coat on, coat off. Coat on, coat off. Yeah. Yeah, this area feels, there was quite a few ponds when I was growing up, and it's where I learned to fish with my friends when I was about 12 years old. I remember having mum and dad buying me a fishing kit from Woolworths. Anybody of a certain age will remember Woolworths. You know, a little bobber float, a reel with line on that you could have probably pulled a shark in. Some very, very questionable hooks by today's fishing standards, but that's how we learn to fish. You know, sometimes I think when I go fishing I carry far too much gear, and that might be my next fishing video. I might just travel very, very light with some basic gear and just see what I can catch. Anyway, I hope everybody has a really, really nice evening, and look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you all soon.